time. We live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are live. Troy, I see you, man. Let me see if I can bring you in. Hold on. Dun dun dun. Troy, it's not letting me bring you in, dog. Hold on. There we go. There he is. Troy, how you doing, man?
Doing great. What about you, brother?
I'm doing well. I was doing that. I was trying to do that all the way wrong. So, you know.
Hey, man, you know what? Both of us learning something new tonight.
Yes. We was just talking about that, man. This is both of our first Instagram live.
Yep, no doubt, man. I'm excited.
So everybody going to be in for a treat today because we are feeling our way through this, but I think we're going to be all right.
Oh, we're gonna do amazing, man. And the people that's out there, they're gonna get some value.
They're going to get value tonight, man. If they don't get nothing else, they're going to walk away with one or two things they should be able to walk with today if they wanted to, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm just going to wait, man, until 9 o'clock straight up, brother. We'll go ahead and get started.
Yep. You got me, man. You said 9 o'clock.
8 o'clock your time. You're in Texas.
I know. I'm just joking with you. I'm up here shooting some messages. I got my other phone out.
Okay. My man got two phones. I'm not on the two phone level yet. I just, one at a time.
Nah, bro, this is it ain't on. This is just something I use just to communicate back and forth when I got this one going. I broke this one, and then I went and got another one. And I just kept this one.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm inviting some people to come and check us out.
I see my son is on the call. What's up, Josh?
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Can you see the comments on your side?
I can't see the comments on my side.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab my AirPods real quick.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. All right, can you hear me?
Man, I hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, sir. I think we're good to go. So yeah, man, I'm excited to do this tonight, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped up about this.
Yes, sir. I've been looking forward to it all day, man. To it all day.
I really appreciate you being on Facebook with me a couple of days ago.
It was fun.
Had a whole lot of fun.
That's why we had to do a part 2 tonight. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, so we'll wait until 9 o'clock straight up, man. We're gonna get started as soon as the clock flips. I'm really tempted to just get going because I'm kind of chopping.
Can you hear me?
Good? You all right?
You good, bro. I'm here.
Okay, Lacey and Gonzalo, can you give me a thumbs up or wave at me if you can hear us okay? We just want to check real quick before we start. Either of you? Okay, good. All right. Okay, Troy, man, let's go ahead and kick this off. It is straight up 9 o'clock Eastern time on Thursday. What's the date today? The 17th of September. It's my son's 20th birthday tomorrow. Joe turned 20 tomorrow? Yeah, Joe turns 20 years old tomorrow, so I got to remember that. And Troy, we were just saying, man, it's both of our first time doing a live on Instagram. So we've both been live on Facebook and done live webinars and things like that. But this is our first go around with Instagram. How you feeling about that, T?
Oh man, I feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to venture off, trying to, be exposed on other platforms. Like I said, I never did a shared Instagram. I do one once a week, every Wednesday morning, but I never did like this. And I'm so excited, man. Thank you for having me on, Jeff. I can't wait to get into this.
Absolutely. Yep. We're going to dig right into it in a minute. I'm going to give you a couple minutes just to tell a little bit more about yourself. But before we get into that, I just wanted to let everybody know watching, whether you're watching live or if you're watching a recording, this will actually be on my IGTV as well. This is going to be an every week ordeal. So every Thursday night at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be going live for about 15, 20 minutes. Now, it might not always be a interview type situation like we're doing tonight. Sometimes it could be motivation. Sometimes it could just be mindset, or it could be more tips and tricks and things that I'm learning along the way that I want to share with you. Or it could just be a Q&A session. So it'll be a little bit something different every week. But what my commitment to you is, those 15 or 20 minutes are going to be valuable. You're going to see just what I'm talking about as we get started in a minute. It's my intent within those 15, 20 minutes, no matter what the platform or format is, when you hang up, or when we end that live, you should have one or two things in your pocket that you can implement right away. And I'm committed to starting it off tonight. So without further ado, I want to bring on someone that I'm actually considering a friend, Troy. And we haven't even known each other for 2 weeks yet. Has it even been 2 weeks?
It ain't been 2 weeks, man. That's just the power. You know what that is, Jeff? That's just being able to pick up the phone and connect and build a relationship just like that when you talking to somebody and y'all got a lot in common.
Absolutely. It makes it a lot easier when you actually pick up the phone, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's no way.
Yeah, we're going to get into some of that tonight. But before we do, Troy, why don't you tell us just a little bit about, your background, who you are, and, that type of deal. And we'll go ahead and get right into it, man.
All right, guys. Yeah, my name is Troy McKnight. I actually been in the network marketing industry for 17 plus years. Me and my wife got introduced to this industry by a gentleman that played for the Dallas Cowboys. His name was George Teague. My background is in construction. I was an electrician. I used to get up in the morning and go to work, get off in the evening and go do side jobs. My goal was to actually own my own construction company. I actually ended up doing some work for George. Him and some guys was doing a network marketing business, and he told me I needed to get involved, told me I could make a whole lot of money. Got involved. We did well in the first company. Company ran for a couple of years, went out of business. Got in my second company, stayed there 8 years, did fairly well, and then decided to move on to another company. And the reason why I got in that other company, which was a weight loss company, I'm not going to say the name, but anyway, because I wanted to learn how to create culture. I wanted to learn what true leadership was about. I had watched this gentleman from a distance, and man, everything he got into, he made millions of dollars. But not only that, he helped and assist a lot of other people that was create, full-time income from home. So I actually partnered up in that team for about maybe a little bit over 2.5 years. And at that point, Jeff, like I told you, I was ready to kind of walk away from the industry because I couldn't find nothing I was passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for people to go sell something or just make a quick dollar. But my theory and my goal is I got to be doing something that I know people can benefit from, giving some value. So I actually got my CDL. I got them in my license in my pocket right now. I was actually getting ready to buy a couple of trucks and do hot shots locally. And a friend of mine's named Dr. Bill McKnight gave me a call. I had been knowing him at the time over 11 years and told me he was getting ready to start his own company and he wanted me to be a part of it. So I went, I sat down with him, and I always tell people the joke, Jeff, I wasn't looking for network marketing. I wasn't even looking for online marketing. I was looking for nothing. It found me. And every time I try to get away from it, guess what? For some reason, God lead me back to it. So I know it's got to be my purpose to be where I'm at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can really feel what you're saying with that. I can vibe. Now, I'm not in a network marketing type business structure, but I definitely can relate to what you're saying when you say that, man, if I wasn't necessarily looking for this entrepreneurial path, sometimes your path and your destiny, your purpose, or whatever you want to call it, can find you and you just collide, man. And I kind of like you, I got into this industry of just digital marketing, online business strategy. I actually started off in network marketing, but kind of went off and did my own thing. But I found that as I went back into corporate, and I was in corporate for a few years as well, as I went back to corporate, I was never able to let that go completely. It was always trying to call me back into that business. So it's like once you get a taste of it, man, it's hard to let it go, So I can definitely understand what you're talking about. Now we had kind of vibe. You had mentioned earlier that you had picked up the phone, right? And I think we kicked it off from the beginning. And one of the things that we kind of vibed on, and the reason for this live tonight, is we was talking about relationships. And I'm more of a relational person. You had mentioned you are as well. Literally, that's why we're doing this right now, right? Because we
Yeah.
buy. But I just, as it relates to, just building your network, because everyone always talks about your net worth is tied to your net worth, right? But I think a lot of people, when they hear of networking, they hear like business, handing out business cards. You're going to a networking event and you try and get as many business cards as you can and shake as many hands as you can. But I think we both kind of look at networking and building a network a little bit differently. And I just, first question, man, if you can just kick it off and what's your approach to building a strong network, either professionally or in business?
See, so what I try to do, Jeff, a lot of times when people actually in my industry, they think they got to get everybody involved in their business. And
Yeah.
I don't look at it like that. I always look at building relationships. How can I help the other person? So as you probably noticed when I first called you, I actually got to asking you questions. I want to find out about you, right?
Yep.
And why is because people like to talk about themselves. And as I was talking to you and you told me that you wasn't going, you didn't do networking no more, but you did digital marketing. So I was trying to figure out a way that I can actually bring value to help you, or we can do something together on that side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we got to talking, I always try to find something in common. We found out that both of us was in a company that actually taught online marketing back in 2009. We was in that company at the same time.
Yep.
So connection. So my whole goal of it is every week, Jeff, I sit down and I go to LinkedIn and Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I try to build 25 strong connections, right? But them connections, I'm not trying to get them people in my business. I'm just trying to build a relationship with them, right? Because I don't how is all going to work out. I give you a prime example. I never told you the story. People say the company I'm involved in right now, I won't tell you the name, but it was like, man, right now, maybe like 14 years ago, I used to sit at a Starbucks and do business all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Starbucks, I used to meet a lot of people, network with. I used to do meetings there and connect with a lot of people, right? But also, it was a lady, she came in, and I think she's on this live. I saw her a while ago. Her name was Tawana, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I used to wear this big button, Jeff, and he used to say, ask me how to fire your boss. So at the time, Tawana asked me, I said, network marketing. And I said, absolutely. Are you looking for opportunities? She started laughing, and she told me, no, they was already involved in the company.
Okay.
But the crazy thing about it is, I went on and I built a strong relationship with her husband, and her family, right? And probably about 3.5 years ago, I received a call from her husband, but we had been friends for all of years. And they
Mm-hmm.
told me they were getting ready to launch their own network marketing company. He told me he wanted to be a part of it. It all started with a relationship that was over 11 years ago. Because remember, I told you, on that third company, the weight loss company, I had got my CDL. I was basically done because I couldn't find nothing I was passionate about. So, man, relationships is the key. And just like me and you, I know for a fact it's not. It's with every fiber in me, I know me and you're gonna do some business from the
Mm-hmm.
digital marketing side. I just know it, and the relationships I build, because I don't look at it like I got to go get Jeff to do network marketing. I got to get Jeff to sell what I sell or what I do. I'm looking at it like, man, you know what? How can me and Jeff collaborate to actually bring value to the marketplace and help each other prosper?
Absolute, man. And that is a key point. I know we had this conversation on, what was it, Tuesday, when we were on Facebook, right?
Right.
And we were talking about how networking and relationship is a giver's game, right? You got to come to the table. And I think you hit it on the head, because when we first talked, neither one of us was trying to get anything from the other person. We both came to the table saying, brother, how can I help you, right? How can I promote you? How can I support you? What can I do to add value to your business and your game? And, we were talking when we were talking the other day, we were saying about this, really any relationship. If you can have two people that come to the table and their objective is to serve the other person, right? We're not trying to get anything from each other or I'm trying to pimp this out or work this or anything. No, man, I want to add value to you, right? The law of reciprocity goes a long way. So in your experience, Troy, you've been in network marketing for, you said 17 years. I'm sure you've seen a lot of different approaches as to, marketing and building your business. It sounds like you're more interested in quality over quantity as far as
Absolutely.
relationships. How has that helped you just grow your business in general, over the last 17 years?
So the thing about it, Jeff, that's a good question, because when I look at building a team inside of a network marketing company, I look at it as being family.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that I get involved, or anybody on my team that get people involved, I really work hard to form a relationship. I don't care about how much business they do. Maybe they just want to become, maybe they get into business and they just want to get customers, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. I'm gonna be there to support them. They can call me and say, "Hey, Troy, you know what, man? Can you help me move this refrigerator?" Or, "Do you know somebody?" I got my friend Sean on right now. Sean is a master mechanic. Or, "Hey, Troy, you know somebody who can do this, work on cars?" Or, "I used to be an electrician." Or, "Maybe you can give me some kind of tips on this." So I
Yeah.
focus on basically building that culture where, no matter what, they feel like a family. Because I mean, me and you both know. I mean, as you build network marketing companies, and I thank God, man, every day that I found a good one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That these things go, and they go by the night, man. Anything can happen, right? So, but if you build your network and you build a relationship and you make everybody feel like, which truly they do become your family outside of your family, it don't matter what happens, Jeff. If you
Yeah.
say, "You know what, we need to go over here," guess what? They go, because they
Yeah.
know that they trust you and believe you because you got the relationship. And I remember this one guy a long time ago. He used to be funny. And actually, he made a lot of money in the company. He became a number 7 money earner in the company. And I'm not going to mention the company name, but anyway, he said he looked at everybody as a dollar sign. So I was like, I thought, even at a young age, I thought that was the craziest thing ever. You know, so he said when he would go out, everybody he saw a dollar sign on the hill. "Oh man, if I can get that person, that's $100. That's 200." But Jeff, I look at it. I look at everything different, man. I want you to think about this. My son, I remember him being a kid. And I'm pretty sure you can remember your son being a kid. You can take a kid to the park, right? And
Mm-hmm.
before that kid leave the park, he's out playing with a whole lot of other kids that he didn't even know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes we got to go back to that. Don't be trying to sell people on what you got or nothing like that. Approach them in the right way and build a relationship, and then let the relationship evolve into something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And from my world, right? Like I'm more from the digital marketing, online business standpoint. A lot of what you're saying transfers over to that as well from your personal brand. Now, you talked about how the relationships that you've had helped you build a sustainable business because regardless of what happens, people trust you, right? As a leader, as someone that, they've been able to rely on. And really, man, that's what your personal brand is all about. And I know this is a little bit off topic, but it really isn't, because your brand, even from an online perspective, is about the engagement that you can build through community online and social media online, and building relationships with people that you maybe have never met in person. Like you and I, Troy, we never met in person. Whether or not you picked up the phone, we were still kind of following each other and watching each other's videos and things that we were doing online. There was some type of relationship that was built there. So when you finally did reach out, it was a lot easier for me to respond to you, right? And not just blow you off, because what you didn't know is I was already thinking about reaching out to you about collaborating and doing some of this stuff because I've been following your brand and things like that. So it just worked out really well, man. It
And think,
really did.
and think about that, Jeff. I think, like, if I can give anybody a tip, especially coming from a network marketing standpoint, the biggest mistake they can make is have a company name blasted all over their page, because
Mm.
people do not buy people, buy people.
Come
I
on.
I get contacted almost every day. Somebody contacted me asking me, what do I do? Because they are now watching my videos and stuff. They know I'm in network marketing. They know I'm in a company, but because I want to. Curiosity is the key, man. To
Yeah.
everything. You got to make people curious, but you got to give value where people reach out to you, where you pulling people towards you. Versus, because if a person go to your page and that's all they see is your company product, and instead
Yeah.
of Jeff, I've been cleaning my Facebook up, right? I've been going in there deleting people off. And if a person just got if they got their company logo in there, I delete it. I mean, I need to see you, bro. I'm building a relationship with you.
Yes, yes. Not your company. Not your
Not your company,
company. Come
man.
on. And you know what? That ain't just network marketing, man. That's business. That's just business in general. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. And your social media, your online presence, your social media specifically, shouldn't be used to sell people. It should be used to build that know, like, and trust factor, right? And so I applaud you for doing that, man. We just got a couple minutes here before we want to wrap up. Troy, is there any last minute, last words that you want to share, words of wisdom? Where can people find out more about what you do online, Instagram, Facebook? Tell everybody where to find you, Troy.
You can find me on Instagram at TMcKnight22. I think that's TT McKnight22. You can find me on Facebook, Troy McKnight. That's how you can locate me. Just search Troy McKnight Senior. It's two of them running across my son. And you can shoot me a message. You can DM me on here, or if you got any questions and stuff. And one tip that I leave you guys with, social media is powerful. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, right? Just look at it. Just look at it. Sorry about that. Now my dog barking at somebody, but just look at it like one big coffee shop, like one Starbucks, where you just go there to build relationships with people and try to figure out how can you give people value? How can you add some kind of value to people's lives? When I wake up in the morning, Jeff, one thing about it is, from being what I do in the industry I'm in, right? I know for a fact that I got something that can change people's lives. So it's my job to go out there and share with as many people as possible, right? But I got to share it the right way. I can't share it the wrong way. I can't be pushy. I can't be saying you got to join this. I got to do it the right way. So I would just encourage people to do it the right way. And if you're putting your company stuff all over your Facebook or Instagram, take that off, because that's not the right way. Follow Jeff. If you're looking for somebody to really help you take your brand to a whole nother level on the digital side, you better reach out to Jeff, guys. And if you on my IG, man, tell them where they can find you at, Jeff, because I saw some of my friends on here.
Yeah, I'm in the same place, man. Instagram is primarily where I hang out, and that's at Jeff Mayhue. Really, all social media, Jeff Mayhue, JEFFMAYHUE. And I think that's a wrap. I appreciate your time, Troy. Everybody look him up. If you have questions about network marketing, business in general, relationships, anything along those lines, I know Troy is the man to look out for you. I think that's a wrap, you guys. Thank you all for coming out. Troy, you the man, brother. We'll be in touch.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on. Y'all guys have a good night. God bless.
All right. See y'all next week.
All right.